Okay, so here we are, and today I'm going to show you how, if need be, you need to change the size of your animation, so the viewing size, and also how to export it from Flash and import it into Quicktime, which you then can export as a Quicktime file. Sounds complicated, but it's easy as a couple of clicks here and there. Alright, so what have we got? We've got, I've created my animation. So I can just zoom in. It's as simple as something. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. So Z, zoom in. All right, cool. So this is my animation. I'll just play it. So he comes in. My character comes in. Boop, and he interacts with something that was already there. Boop. Done. Cool. So him. The character and the background is one and the same. Amazing. Alright, cool. Done my little animation. I love it. It's great. Oh no, but what have I done? It's the wrong size. Oh, I'm going to have to re-edit everything and change the size of his nostrils and the eyes and the hair as each individual layers. Wrong. What's the easy way to do it, you ask? Well, I will show you. Okay, so now if I just turn off my background so I can't view it. So now you can see the page I have. It's not big enough. It's the wrong size. I need it. I want it 1080 by 720, so I need to change it. So you'll notice if I click things, so if I click my little Michael Jackson character, everything in my properties is all the details for that symbol. So it says looping, it loops, it starts on the first frame, that's the width, that's the height, that's what axis is it on, it's an instance of walk, swap, graphic, yada yada yada. So that's all cool. So if I click my background, where that white box is, click, and then all my properties change. So now I can edit the size in here, easy as that. Properties, size, so if I click in there, just write 1080, click the next one, 720. Cool. And as you can see, boom, and it's changed the size of it. Zoom out so we can have a look at it. Cool. So now my animation is the right size. So if I command enter, it's the right size, but uh-oh, my animation is little and it's just up here. This is not good. This is not what I want, but easy to fix. Don't you worry about that. Okay, so how would you do it? I would, there's a little button under here, if I just hover above it, so it's edit multiple frames. I click that. Cool. Now usually when you click it, it just comes up and it looks something like this. Okay, so unclick it, and there's just my red bar that can move in my timeline. If I click edit multiple frames, now what it's doing, it's going to be showing, so like similar to the onion skin, it's going to cover 5 frames in my timeline. Now if I click this little ball, I can move it in. So now I'm just covering 3 frames in my timeline. So I want to cover the whole entire timeline so I can edit everything in my animation. So I move to the very first frame. I'll grab this little white dot there and I left click and drag it all the way to cover everything in my animation. I let go, and now I can see everything that happens in my animation. So make sure I've got edit multiple frames turned on, and it's as simple as left clicking and dragging, highlighting everything. So make sure nothing is locked because you want to be able to highlight everything. Press Q, which is my free transformation tool. So I'll left click and hold, and just hold shift at the same time. And as you can see, I can get roughly the size I need it. Should be able to put the animation where I want it. Get a feel for it. Yeah, so I can make it roughly the same size. I can tap to move it around so I can get it a bit more precise. Alrighty. So now that everything's the right size it needs to be, I can turn off edit multiple frames, because if I accidentally have that on while I try to edit little things, might accidentally edit everything in my entire animation. So I want to turn that off now. And now when I play it, command return, you can see everything is the right size. Cool, so now my animation is ready to export. It's the right size, it's all good to go. How to export, you ask? Well, that's a good question. File. So I've got my movie, it's ready to go. Now it just goes to the end. There's no like little hidden stuff here. Like I don't want accidentally say images of things extending. So say your animation, you wanted to stop there, but you had the background disappear for that many frames. So that's not going to be a very pleasurable animation to watch. So, oh, amazing animation. Wow, who is this animator? He's amazing. And mistake at the end. So you don't want that. Make sure you get rid of any mistakes. So it's just a nice smooth animation. Boom. Cool, I like it. Alright, cool. So I'm really happy with my animation. I think it's amazing. I want it file, export, export movie. And then so down in file format, I want to make sure it's set to PNG sequence. So you can notice when if you click this little thing here, it'll come up with all the different options. So instead of exporting as a Swift movie, I want to export it as a PNG sequence. So I click that, so it says PNG sequence. I'll call it, MJ Fox. No, I'll call it MJ Fox. Awesome dog. What up? I'm sure you can call it anything you want. Alright, now one important thing is don't just save it anywhere, you have to put it in a folder. So I'll go to my desktop, I'll create a new folder that's called MJ Fox Cool Yo Cool or whatever. Obviously I'd probably put my name on it so everyone knew my animation, so when I hand in the file it's all chill. Cool, so I'm creating a new folder. It's called MJ Fox Cool Yo Create. Cool, so now make sure I'm going to save my PNG sequence. So meaning sequence, what's going to happen, it's going to save each individual frame as a picture. So if your animation goes from 1 to 104, it's going to save 104 pictures in that folder. So that's why it's very important to create a folder, because otherwise you'll have 104 pictures just floating around on your desktop. Alright, so save. 1080, yes. Height 720, I like it. Resolution 720, cool. This is good, that's good, that's good, I love it. Export. Alright, might take a bit of time because it's trying to export 104 pictures. So I can just talk about my day. I had a quite enjoyable day today. I had a wrap for lunch. It's quite nice, I guess. But I had to eat it while I was doing work. It wasn't that enjoyable. I was considering going to the gym tonight, but I don't know if I'll be bothered. It's dark outside. I'm cold. Maybe I'll cook chicken soup. Oh, maybe. No, I could do spaghetti. What have we got? 90%, 92. Alright, cool. So it didn't take that long. Cool, done. So now I can get out of Flash, hide Flash, find my crazy folder, which is saved somewhere. So there it is there, MJ Fox Cool Yo. So you notice when I open it up, it's got each individual frame. So I can go through it slowly, and you can see little MJ is slowly walking as I tap down. Okay, this is good, except you can't hand in this because it's all just still images. That is not what I want. So what do I want? So easy as open QuickTime Player. Cool, so now QuickTime Player is open. File, open image sequence. It's all starting to make sense now. Yeah. Image sequence, yeah, it's asking me where do I want to open it from. So desktop, what do I call it? MJ Fox Cool Yo. So now you want to make sure you click just the first file in that image sequence. Just the first one, you don't have to highlight them all, and it will know that it needs to pick up all those images that you put in that folder. It will know. Your computer is smart, it will know. So you just click the first one, press open. Yeah, so you want the same frame rate as you made your animation, so 24 frames per second, sounds good to me. Hey, look at this. So now I got my animation in a QuickTime format. Loving it. Groovy. So then it's as simple as file, save maybe. Yeah, that'll work. Save as a self-contained movie, because if you save it as a reference, when you hand me a file, it'll try to reference back to where your images are, and you don't want that. So you want a self-contained movie. Title, I'd put a name. Call it your name and call I don't know, whatever the animation project is. I can't remember what it's called. Seconds to Act. I think that's what it is. Seconds to Act. Cool. I like it. Olio, Seconds to Act. Sounds good. So this will just save on the desktop. So save. Okay, cool. And then you should have a QuickTime movie. So open in QuickTime. There's my movie. Yeah. Cool, and that's what I want you to hand in. This little Adobe Whacker thing here. Alright, no worries. That's it. Nice 11-minute tutorial. Should be easy enough for everyone to follow. Cool. Good luck.